The Earth wasn't supposed to move until the honeymoon.
Hey everyone, I'm Rebecca and welcome to Watch Mojo. Today we're counting down our picks for the top 20 innuendos in kids' movies.
God, bloody gruesome line of work you're in, Skinner.
Sight of all these deceased creatures gives me a Shrinky Winky.
I have this tiny, little...
Foot size?
Foot size doesn't matter.
For this list, we're looking at the greatest adult jokes to ever make it into children's films. Live action and animated both qualify. So, what's your favorite raunchy joke in a children's movie? Let us know in the comments. All right, let's get to it. Number 20, Shaggy's smoking habit, Scooby-Doo.
Right, Grandma?
Sure, he gets the munchies more than the average man. Sure, he satisfies those munchies in often questionable ways. But has there ever been a more subliminally brilliant reference to Shaggy's clear marijuana use than this one?
Boy, oh boy. Those sure do look like Scooby snacks.
Scooby's second-in-command scores a chance meeting with an attractive lady on an airplane. But his senses are truly scrambled when he learns her name.
I'm Mary Jane.
Like that is my favorite name.
Really?
Yeah.
No way.
Like his favorite name and also street slang for cannabis, Mary Jane has Shaggy feeling as high as the plane he's on.
Far out. I have never met another person who loves Scooby snacks.
Me neither.
Number 19, Sugar Honey Iced Tea, Madagascar.
Marty! Alex!
Sometimes in kids' movies, curse words are inevitable. How best to get around the problem without prompting parental complaints? It's all in the acronym.
Marty! Alex!
Madagascar makes fun of a familiar swear word by translating it into the very family-friendly phrase, Sugar Honey Iced Tea.
Oh, sugar honey iced tea.
And who can blame Marty? If you're an animated zebra faced with an angry animated lion on a secluded beach, you're probably excused for the odd slip of the tongue.
Martin! Hey! Hold up! I'm gonna kill you! Hold up! Whoa!
Number 18, Bo Peep and Woody's Escapades, Toy Story.
Ow!
Oh, hi, Bo. Hi.
This Pixar classic reinforced what most kids might have already suspected, that our toys were alive.
I'm going for fearsome here, but I just don't feel it.
What we didn't realize was what they were really trying to do with their free time. In Toy Story, Bo Peep and Woody, a porcelain figurine and a cowboy doll, are in a relationship.
I wanted to thank you, Woody, for saving my flock.
Oh, hey, it was, nothing.
After Woody saves her flock of sheep from the pretend harms of Mr. Potato Head, Peep uses her cane to draw Woody close and whispers something in his ear.
What do you say I get someone else to watch the sheep tonight?
Who knows what goes down when two toys are unchaperoned and unwatched? But the grown moviegoers have some idea, and it's not all kid stuff.
Hell yeah.
Remember, I'm just a couple of blocks away.
Number 17, Patrick Ewing's Psychiatrist, Space Jam.
This girl. 5 feet nothing. Blocked my shot.
When did you first start having this dream?
It wasn't a dream. It really happened.
The stars of the 90s NBA have had their world-famous skills stolen from them. In an attempt to find out how and why, they head for the psychiatrist's chair. However, for Patrick Ewing, the cross-examination questioning goes a little below the belt, quite literally.
Are there any other areas besides basketball where you find yourself unable to perform?
Yeah. No.
In among an already humorous montage of medically induced gags set to a very groovy soundtrack, this brush at Ewing's bedroom prowess is an awesome three-pointer of adult entertainment. A sly slam dunk for all the moms and dads. Number 16, Ladybug, A Bug's Life.
It's a bug-eat-bug world out there, princess.
Another Pixar gem, this computer-animated film centers on an ant colony that is essentially forced into providing food for grasshoppers every year.
What's the matter? You scared of grasshoppers?
They recruit a team of warrior bugs to protect them after their latest food offering winds up destroyed. But these warrior bugs are actually a traveling circus act.
Stand back, ye flies! We are the greatest warriors in all bugdom!
This includes Francis, the gruff but visually appealing male ladybug that everyone thinks is a female, and as such is constantly being hit on, usually in some really crude ways.
So, being a ladybug automatically makes me a girl.
Most notable is this request to pollinate, which is far from subtle.
Hey, cutie! Wanna pollinate with a real bug? Yeah.
Number 15. Gobber Is Gay? How to Train Your Dragon 2. One of the more immediately apparent instances to make today's countdown, Gobber the Belch's coming out as gay in How to Train Your Dragon 2 caught massive attention from critics and commentators upon the movie's 2014 release.
Dad, unlike most surprises I spring on you, this is one you'll like.
Discussing why he never got married, Gobber's apparently ambiguous one other thing is an allusion to his homosexuality, and started as an ad-lib made by actor Craig Ferguson.
This is why I never married. This and one other reason.
Left in the final edit with support from the film's openly gay director, Dean DeBlois, it remains a very memorable nod towards non-heterosexualism in kids' movie history. In terms of animated film, Gobber's a gay icon.
You might want to take this one.
Number 14. Air Conditioner with Attitude, The Brave Little Toaster.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Toaster.
As far as children's films go, this one was surprisingly a little on the darker side.
I hate being left in the dark, you know.
Especially considering the franchise is populated by household appliances and, this.
My memory banks are being stroked. And by an expert. I feel something happening inside of me, and I can't keep it to myself any longer.
The story follows a group of appliances led by a toaster who head out into the world in search of their beloved owner.
You ready to go, Blanket?
Yeah, I'm ready.
But before they leave, they trade some rather icy words with an air conditioning unit doing a Jack Nicholson impersonation.
Somebody untie the knot in this guy's cord.
While the unit attempts to shame and humiliate the crew for its mission, it throws a particularly inappropriate barb at the vacuum.
Why don't you just shut off?
Because we all know what vacuums do really well.
Hey, I'm real scared there, Kirby. What are you gonna do, suck me to death?
Number 13. The Shrinky Winky, 101 Dalmatians. In among all the actual spots, did you spot our next eyebrow raiser from 101 Dalmatians? Male arousal gags might not be the first thing you'd expect when watching the live-action version of a Disney classic, but the brains behind this movie managed to slip one into the scene anyway.
God, bloody gruesome line of work you're in, Skinner.
Better known to some as Arthur Weasley, Mark Williams, this time as Cruella de Vil's crony Horace, gets a little creative when describing how the sight of dead creatures makes him feel.
Sight of all these deceased creatures gives me a Shrinky Winky.
Well, there's no two ways about it. Taxidermy is a total turnoff.
Much obliged, sunshine.
Number 12. Genie and the Earthquake, Aladdin and the King of Thieves.
Hey, I want to see some resumes on these guys.
When you've been cooped up in a bottle for a few thousand years, chances are your mind can get stuck on some dirty things.
What? What are you trying to say?
Unlike the first Aladdin sequel, this second follow-up to the 1992 smash hit did feature the genius comedic stylings of Robin Williams, and it also gave us quite a few interesting lines.
And your name is? I'm Thor. You're Thor? Well, it hurts.
During one scene in particular, bandits show up at Jasmine and Aladdin's wedding, and the vibrations from the rampaging elephants causes Genie to make a not-so-subtle reference to wedding night consummation.
I thought the Earth wasn't supposed to move until the honeymoon.
Because what kid doesn't know what goes down in the honeymoon suite?
Wink.
Number 11. The Dirty Driver, Hocus Pocus.
We desire children.
This bus driver must have felt as though all his Christmases, or perhaps Halloweens, had come at once with our next clip, as he picks up 3 especially captivating customers.
I need one of those instant ice packs. You girls are giving me a fever. Yow.
When he learns that what the witchy women most desire is children, our man is mighty quick with a witty reply. For adult ears only.
Hey, that may take me a couple of tries, but I don't think that'd be a problem. Hop on up.
Marvelous!
If the kids weren't spellbound enough by the movie itself, then they will be by the birds and bees talk that follows. Double, double, toil and trouble. So that's where babies come from.
I smell children. Marvelous.
Hey, Cupcake, don't I get your phone number, your area code? You want my route schedule?
Oh, that would take me in the morning.
Number 10. Anna and Foot Size, Frozen.
I can't wait to meet everyone.
What if I meet the one?
The sisterly bond may have provided the happily ever after in this Disney hit, but that doesn't mean there weren't any man-related adventures along the way.
Well, he was sprightly. Especially for a man in heels.
Princess Elsa has magical ice powers and has unleashed an eternal winter on the kingdom of Arendelle.
It's completely frozen.
Her sister Anna sets out after her to help make things right, but not before making the acquaintance of a young gentleman.
It's Kristoff!
On their journey to locate Elsa, Anna informs Kristoff that their argument was prompted by her impromptu engagement to a man she'd met the same day.
Didn't your parents ever warn you about strangers?
Kristoff chastises Anna, stating that she doesn't know anything about him, including his shoe size.
What size?
Foot size doesn't matter.
Which doesn't matter, until it does.
Look, it doesn't matter. It's true love.
Number 9. Robot baby jokes. Robots.
Hey, Mr. Nuts! Did you hear the news? Yeah! Beautiful day, isn't it?
From the birds and the bees to the nuts and the bolts, 2005's Robots brought artificial intelligence to the animated big screen and instilled within it some awesome innuendo.
I'm here! I'm here! I'm here!
Oh, honey, I'm so sorry.
An original approach to baby making, there's a nudge-nudge wink-wink to the scene that only those above a certain age will pick up. While the kids are made to think of the building blocks in their toy box, the adults are made to think of something else entirely. It's a perfectly cheeky play on words.
You missed the delivery.
But it's okay. Making the baby's the fun part.
Number 8. Cat and the Hoe, The Cat in the Hat.
Why, I'm the Cat in the Hat!
Mike Myers gives an almost unrecognizable performance as the famed Dr. Seuss character.
There's no doubt about that. I'm a super fundiferous feline who's here to make sure that you're... me-line.
In the fantasy comedy, he plays the feline with the red and white hat and a penchant for mischief who appears to show two little kids how to have a good time.
Okay. We had some good times.
Hijinks ensue like Thing 1 and Thing 2, and a good chunk of the film is just family fun.
It's fun to have fun, but you got to know how.
But it wouldn't be a children's movie without a wink at the adults, and here we're treated to a moment between the cat and a garden tool.
Time to die.
One that is both tender and a little awkward.
Dirty hoe.
Number 7. Lord Farquaad Gets Excited. Shrek.
Again. Show me again.
Sometimes the best innuendos are also the least noticeable. That's certainly the case with our Shrek's Lord Farquaad, who gets a little carried away when gazing into his magic mirror.
Mirror, mirror, show her to me. Show me the princess.
Laid out in bed with an image of the princess placed before him, there ain't no amount of animal print bed linen that can spare his blushes.
Perfect.
No wonder the mirror looks so apprehensive. We might have included Donkey seeing Shrek's birthday suit on this list.
Come on, lazy bones. It's time to get moving.
But Lord Farquaad at his high and mightiest makes the cut instead. Don't see what we're talking about? Well, that's probably because everything about Farquaad is small. Except his ego, of course. Number 6. Mrs. Potato Head's Mouth. Toy Story 3.
The Potato Heads, Mr. and Mrs.
Disney and Pixar writers are good for including a number of adult references so the bigger kids can relate.
But what happens when the kids grow up?
Some are innocent and others, well, they're a little tongue-in-cheek, so to speak.
That's Mr. Potato Head to you.
This third installment in the Toy Story trilogy follows Woody and his toy friends after they end up at a daycare center.
Welcome to Sunnyside, folks.
The leader of the center's toys, Lotso, has proven himself to be on the evil side and is about to imprison the new toys when Mrs. Potato Head starts giving him an earful.
Sweet potato, who do you think you're talking to? I have over 30 accessories and I deserve more respect.
He responds by yanking off her detachable lips.
That's better.
Prompting her husband to proclaim ownership of her mouth.
Hey, no one takes my wife's mouth, except me.
Number 5. Patrick Plays Easy to Get. The SpongeBob SquarePants movie.
We're just kids.
We're not kids.
In the SpongeBob SquarePants movie, our favorite Nickelodeon characters got bigger, better, and bolder than ever before. with the last of those adjectives especially applying to Patrick Star.
Open your eyes, Patrick! We blow bubbles, we eat ice cream, we worship a dancing peanut for corn's sake!
SpongeBob's eternal wingman, he steps into the limelight to lay down this fantastically forward pickup line, inscribing himself into innuendo history in doing so.
Did you see my underwear?
No, Patrick.
Did you want to?
It's as awesome as it is probably ineffective. Especially because said underwear are 3 years old and emblazoned with pictures of Goofy Goober.
Oh, you're right, SpongeBob. We aren't kids.
Pull your pants up, Patrick.
Number 4, Snow White's body count. Shrek.
Magic mirror.
This DreamWorks hit, starring Mike Myers as the title character, tells the story of an ogre who saves a princess and then falls in love with her.
The ogre has fallen in love with the princess. Oh, good Lord.
That course of events actually ends up thwarting the plans of the diminutive Lord Farquaad, who has his own designs on the princess.
You're not a king yet, but you can become one. All you have to do is marry a princess.
In fact, he was actually looking for any princess, really, since his plan involves utilizing her nobility to become a king.
Sit back and relax, my lord, because it's time for you to meet today's eligible bachelorettes.
And prior to settling on Princess Fiona, he consulted the magic mirror about Snow White, with her living situation coming curiously into question.
Although she lives with 7 other men, she's not easy. Just kiss her dead, frozen lips and find out what a live wire she is. Come on, give it up for Snow White.
Number 3, Linguini's Tiny Trouble. Ratatouille.
Look, I'm no good with words. I'm no good with food either. At least not without your help.
Blink and you might miss this tiny joke about a tiny something else. In this scene, Ratatouille's Linguini is a seriously stressed out chef, and he's looking to confide in Colette.
I have a secret. It's sort of disturbing.
Attempting to own up to the help he's received in the kitchen, Linguini can only find various descriptive phrases for the smallness of his secret.
I have a rash.
You have a rush?
No. I have this tiny, little...
A man already on the edge, the very last thing he needs is some subliminal manhood mockery.
A tiny chef who tells me what to do.
A tiny chef.
But that is exactly what he gets.
Don't laugh. I'm gonna show you.
Number 2, Tirade of Euphemisms. Mrs. Doubtfire.
Doubtfire, dear? Mrs. Doubtfire.
In this family-friendly comedy, Robin Williams plays Daniel Hillard, an out-of-work voice actor who goes into full costume as a nanny to be closer to his kids.
I'm not who you think I am.
Yeah, no shit.
Watch your mouth, young man.
The movie is a vehicle for Williams' comedic genius, with plenty of slapstick.
Hello!
But also tons of snappy dialogue that might have flown past the radar of younger viewers.
Fellow gives a gift like that, he wants more than a piece of her heart, eh? Bit of a going down payment, huh?
Excuse me?
In one particular scene, Daniel/Mrs. Doubtfire confronts his wife's new beau Stu and launches into quite the spiel.
No, dear. Sink the sub. Hide the weasel, park the porpoise. Bit of the old Humpty Dumpty. Little Jack Horny. The horizontal mumbo.
Mrs. Doubtfire.
The bone dancer. Rumple foreskin. Baloney bop. Bit of the old cunning linguistics.
That and the part about her bedroom activities are decidedly not G-rated.
I hope you're up for a little competition.
I beg your pardon?
She's got a power tool in the bedroom, dear. It's her personal jackhammer.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1, Picky Eater, Ratatouille.
Ratatouille. It's like a stew, right? Why do they call it that?
This rodent-based Pixar film tells the tale of a rat who loves cooking. He loves it so much that he teams up with a human and uses the bigger mammal's body to create mind-blowing one-of-a-kind recipes.
Remy, you are better than that. You are a cook.
The partnership works out so well that their food attracts the attention of a notorious food critic with exceedingly high standards.
He's the cook. The real cook. He's been hiding under my toque. He's been controlling my actions.
Anton ego standards are so high, in fact, that he doesn't even like to keep the food in his mouth if he's not satisfied.
You're thin for someone who likes food.
All of this sounds innocent enough.
I don't like food, I love it.
Maybe, but we know what you're thinking, and so did the writers.
If I don't love it, I don't swallow.
Who knew Ratatouille was so scandalous with 2 of the top 3 entries, and beating out a veritable cornucopia of innuendos from Mrs. Doubtfire, no less? Do you agree? Which innuendos from kids' movies turn your face into the shocked emoji? Let us know in the comments, or come tell me on Twitter or Instagram at Rebecca Brayton, or on my YouTube channel. See ya!
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.